if you're gonna talk shit
I'm gonna act like that
and run off.
I'm gonna act like that.
Cause you're a
No.
One of them was the one that got their foot cut from the bottom.
Yeah, so Nayeli wasn't in the kitchen because she was the one who got her foot cut.
What happened to her being on the line?
And I just keep hearing everybody Nayeli this and Nayeli that. So why did Tiara throw the bottle and cut my foot? Tiara was being a weird ass disrespecting my husband because he was taking up after Denzel.
What are you
Cause
talking
my
about?
husband right here too. Why the you pour the mother? Why did Tiara pour the pop on you?
Look,
And why did you call her a jealous?
It's weird.
That was weird. And what was the doing that was so weird?
Yo, that girl crazy, bro. Yo, what are you doing?
You polite savages, and welcome to another Tip Talk. A couple of days ago, we released a video covering the Sassy trucker's issue in Dubai, how she is detained for over 2 months, passport seized, and apparently the narrative that was spun from her mother stateside and by her is that she was just yelling at somebody over a misunderstanding, and yelling is a crime.
When you think a story couldn't get any more entertaining, wait till you see Mr. Palmer's live stream with his special guest Dollface Trucker, Angry Man, Mexi Marie, Nayeli, and other guests. And I can tell you, it's one of the most entertaining shows you'll ever see. The story gets deeper, ladies and gentlemen, with crazy sensual escapades involving 3 or 4 more people. Certain individuals, like Sassy Trucker, from what I hear the guests are saying, doesn't mind the extra sausage, but doesn't like the extra fish tacos while she's dying. There's also conflicting reports as Dollface Trucker, she's doing her best PR repair job on the Sassy Trucker's reputation, but it gets spoiled quickly as other participants in that infamous IG post posted by Mexi Marie showing that the Sassy Trucker has other skeletons in her closet. Grover already recorded what he was going to speculate that happened in Dubai, but then I had to give him this information because it is so crucial to the story. Grover, what is your reaction to the IG post by Mexi Marie?
This is the most ratchet story I've ever seen in the history of ratchetness. And this is supposed to be the person that we feel sorry for over in Dubai. Dude, so let me get this straight. They go on a vacation to Puerto Rico or wherever they at. They all got to put in for the room. So, you know, so far from being broke and dusty. I mean, every time we go places, we don't have to go. Forget it. Let's not even get into the financial part of it. She wanted some extra pole, drinks poured on each other, people acting crazy, trying to get kicked out of a room that they paid for. I mean, what's going on here? Like I said, this is the most ratchet mess I've ever seen. I totally believe she was acting crazy in Dubai. Totally. And everybody ratchet too, by the way. Everybody, all parties involved. One thing I tell people all the time, your past is prologue. You know, everybody always act like, oh no, we can change. We changed so much. Nah, you ain't changed that much in a month or two. She was in Dubai wilding out. Wilding out. Them Arab cats over there, them Arab brothers over there was like, nah, you gonna have to get this work, this jail time work.
Gotta give a big shout out to Angry Man and to Mr. Palmer, especially Mr. Palmer hosting this live stream, keeping his cool, keeping everything in check and allowing the flow of conversation as people are yelling at each other. There's more to this story than you would know as you see the cast of characters that were there that night. I'm saying that everyone has their own narrative, their own perspective, vantage points in what happened that night, but I'm gonna have to say, if I had to say anything, it's not looking too good for the Sassy trucker's behavior, even though there was a lot of bad behavior all around on that trip. Pure comedy, gold, and entertainment. So what really did happen in Dubai? We do not know, but we're getting a better idea of the Sassy trucker's character and what could have transpired with her confronting those rental agents over there in Dubai. So I'm gonna leave it off, let Grover take it over from here as he's going to explain what he thinks happened in Dubai and with the Sassy trucker getting into conflict in a foreign land with her sassy modern woman behavior in a foreign country where the patriarchy is wholly alive and well.
We have one gentleman by the name of Dark Energy said, I lived in Dubai and many of my co-workers rented cars. Rental insurance is mandatory. Third-party liability insurance if involved in a car accident with another vehicle. This type of insurance covers another car and its passenger, but not your own automobile. This is the cheapest insurance and is made mandatory by the authorities. So basically, this comment implies that perhaps the Sassy trucker didn't have all of the insurance necessary. And of course, you could buy insurance and have a disagreement, handle it the wrong way, and be told that in order to get your property or what have it, that you have to pay for the other car. Now, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I do know this. Dubai has spoken up and has said that the narrative spun by this lady is absolutely false. A matter of fact, according to the UAE National, which is the national news service in Dubai, the police rejected claims that TikTok trucker was arrested for merely yelling at the car rental staff. Basically, the article goes to summarize that the police said that she was not merely arrested for yelling in public as American stories have stated, but that she was arrested for defamation of an employee. See, under Article 426 of UAE's Federal Decree Law number 31/2021, the punishment for publicly insulting another person in a way that may injure the victim's honor or dignity include a possible sentence up to a year in prison or a fine of a specific amount of money. I want to focus on publicly insulting another person in a way that may injure the victim's honor or dignity. So this is the deal. What happens in America, especially with women when they're talking to people, because nothing comes back at them, is that women just reckless. They're reckless with their mouth. And this woman obviously was reckless with how she was talking to this individual. And there's evidence that she talks to men reckless all the time and does reckless things. Because just a couple of months before she went to Dubai, she was on a vacation to Puerto Rico with her friends, and regardless of the situation, she poured a drink on one of her friends' husbands and called him all types of things out of his name. You see, when the default is disrespect, and you have to, who can check me, boo? The modern woman ethos gets that ass in trouble in different places. Take it from somebody who's traveled all over the world. You're always on your P's and Q's when you go places, and first thing you realize is that you are not in the US of A. This freedom of speech that you think you have, you do not have in other countries. That only exists from sea to shining sea. So here, and finally, I say this to everybody. First of all, this reminds me of a good old-fashioned Me Too situation. It reminds me of a situation where the conclusion was that this lady just yelled at a man, and because Dubai is so misogynistic and such a patriarchy that she just was in trouble for raising her voice. But when you really think about it, and it really makes sense, I bet you she was saying all types of rude, nasty things to this man, publicly embarrassing him, talking about him in a way that you just shouldn't talk to anyone. But Dubai isn't the United States where you just walk away and I showed him and who can check me. Dubai is one of those places that the government and the law itself does not allow it. And this is what happened to her. So do I hope that she goes to jail for a year? No. But she's going to have to stand trial. She's going to have to face the penalty. She's going to have to be accountable for her actions, and just possibly, maybe people will start being accountable for their actions when they travel, especially women, because here in this country, women have carte blanche to say whatever they want. Know why? Because they talk to people in a way that if a man talked to another man like that, a man knows he would get smacked. But we have a social contract in this country, and our social contract says that you could say whatever you want. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words aren't going to hurt me. So since you're of the fairer sex, you say whatever you want. 9 times out of 10, we let it go. And every country's not like that.
See, y'all just never learn, man. Put his hands on you, you still come bitch. Come around and stump shot. Then you went around and holler victim. I'm just saying, man. Y'all need to learn to call the police or something, man. Y'all steady want to be you have a bigger than the nigga when he knocked out. Sitting back crying the river. That's all I'm saying, man.
How come everybody was pointing their fingers at Sassy, but then they condone this behavior though?
I don't condone this. Why is you trying now? You just said that he beat and you steady talking so you beat some more.
So big shout out to all the participants on Mr. Palmer's live stream. One of the best live streams I've ever seen, if I do say so myself. So hopefully the Sassy Trucker can get out of the situation that she's in, but it's also not looking too good because there seems like there are a lot of people that corroborate the real, true personality of the Sassy Trucker. But then again, there's multiple sides to this story. So we have to keep on the updates for now.
That's all I got for you, polite savages. Like and subscribe, hit us up, and just keep this in mind. No matter where you go, there you are. And as always, ask yourself one question. Can you handle the tip? Bam, booty in your face.
Thank you for listening to the TIP Network. Follow us on all social medias. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your thoughts down below. Join the THPPtube memberships and the Patreon. This is ScottT and Grover. Can you handle the tip? Because we are going deep and all in. Peace.
We found true happiness.